Good morning, students. Welcome to Royal Palace College online classes for competitive electrochemistry. Now, in the previous class, we have discussed some questions that is CET or NEET questions on electrochemistry, some topics. Now, let's continuously discuss about the other part based on the Faraday's laws and all. Okay? Right. First question. The EMF of the cell, here one cell is given to us, Zn plus 2, concentration is 0.01 m. Fe plus 2, Fe concentration, Fe plus 2 concentration is 0.0018 at 298 kelvins is 0.2905 volt. The value of equilibrium constant for the reaction is, now they have given us concentration of the Zn plus 2 ions is 0.01 and concentration of the Fe plus 2 ions is 0.001. And they give E cell is equal to 0.2905 volt. They want equilibrium constant for the reaction. They want Kc for the reaction. Okay, Kc is equal to how much? Now, to use Nernst equation, generally E cell, what is the formula we have? Nernst equation, E cell is equal to E naught cell minus 0.0591 by n log Kc. This is the equation actually. Our question is asking equilibrium constant. To find out equilibrium constant, which values we need to know? We need to have E cell value, we need to have E naught cell also, and we should know N value. And for this reaction zinc undergoes oxidation, iron undergoes reduction, that is Zn plus 2 by Fe plus 2 concentration we should have, then only you can get Kc, right or not? This Kc value, then only you can get. But the thing is here, to find out Kc, first we need to calculate E naught cell. Okay, so without E naught cell, I cannot get the Kc value. So first let me calculate E naught cell, then we will calculate Kc value. So let us go for calculation here. E cell is given 0.2905, that is equal to E naught cell we are finding out, E naught cell minus 0.0591 by n is 2 for this reaction because Fe plus 2, Zn plus 2 log zinc concentration is 10 power minus 2. This one is iron is 10 power minus 3. That means it is log 1 by 10 power minus 1. 10 power minus 1 upside in the numerator 10. Log 10 base 10 is 1. Means this total term is equal to 1. That means what I can write from here, E cell, or else I write this 0.2905 is equal to E naught cell minus, okay, so this division we want. That division if you do, what is the number, what shall we get here? 0.059. Let me take roughly 0.06 in the previous calculations we took. So in the previous calculations when we have taken that, it is 0.06 by 2 means it is 0.03. Roughly I am taking rounded off figure. Log 1 into 1 it is. Okay, log 10 into 1 it is. So this is the number I have. Now from this I can write E naught cell is equal to if it goes this side plus, so that is 0.2905 plus 0.03. Then that means this will become 0.3. Okay, so this is 3. It will be 9, 10, 11, 12. So 205. This is the E naught cell for this reaction. Now, if you know the E naught cell, you can find out the Kc value. So, how to find out the Kc value right now? You know that E naught cell is equal to 0.059 by n log Kc. Now from this E naught cell value is 0.32. Okay, that is up to 32 is enough. I am not taking more than that. Is equal to, this is 0.059 by 2 log Kc. Now what is here 0.05 by 59 by 2 means it will be 0.0 approximately, it will be 295 and something. So log Kc. From this log Kc can be written as 0.32 divided by 0.0295. Okay, then Kc should be equal to antilog of this number. What is antilog of any number? I said you 10 power that number. So Kc value should be equal to 10 raised to 0.32 divided by 0.0295. That is Kc value. Okay. So answer is B. Answer B. Okay. Next. Next question is, the quantity of electricity needed to liberate 0.1 gram equivalent of an element at electrode is. The quantity of electricity needed to liberate 0.1 gram equivalent of an element at electrode is. Generally, according to Faraday's laws, okay, 1 gram equivalent of any substance can be liberated or deposited by passing 1 Faraday, nothing but 96,500 coulombs of charge or current. Okay, that is according to Faraday's laws only. So that means in our question they are asking how many coulombs or how many faradays of electricity is required for 0.1 gram equivalent. Now, if 1 gram equivalent is requiring 1 Faraday, okay, 1 Faraday, then 0.1 gram equivalent requires how many Faradays? Nothing but 0.1 Faraday. 0.1 Faraday cross multiplication. But answers you see they are all reported. Some are reported Faraday, some it is reported here in coulombs. in coulombs. Two options Faraday's, two options coulombs. Now in Faraday it is 0.1, but option is not matching. That means you need to convert Faraday to coulomb. That means 0.1 into 96,500 coulombs. Now what is 0.1? Nothing but 1 by 10. So 96,500 divided by 10 is the answer. Divided by 10. That means 0 cancels. So what is the number of coulombs? 96,550. Sorry, 9,650 coulombs. Okay. So that is answer is C. Okay. 1 gram equivalent of any substance can be deposited or liberated by passing 1 Faraday or 96,500 coulombs. Right. Next question. Two electrolytic solutions, one containing acidified ferrous sulfate and the other containing acidified ferric sulfate, are connected in series. The ratio of iron deposited at cathode in two cells will be respectively. Ferrous sulfate and ferric sulfate both are connected. Ferrous means Fe plus 2. Ferric means Fe plus 3. Okay. So what is their ratio? What is their ratio they want? Okay. And how much they are passing connected in series and they are passing the same current. Okay. So that means now by using Faraday's law, the weight of the substance deposited is equal to its equivalent weight. It is equal to its equivalent weight. Okay. Now equivalent weight of any substance, for example, if it in case of ions, atomic weight by charge present on the ion or valency. Charge present on ion. That means I can say weight of the substance deposited is inversely proportional to the charge present on the ion. So weight of iron plus 2 to the ratio of weight of Fe plus 3 deposited must be equal to charge present on Fe plus 3 to that of charge present on Fe plus 2. No? Charge present on ferric by ferrous. That means what will be the weight of this Fe plus 2 to that of Fe plus 3 deposited at the electrode? It will be 3:2. It will be 3:2. So the answer is 3:2. Okay? Right. Next question. What weight of copper will be deposited by passing 2 Faradays of electricity through cupric salt solution? Now, cupric salt solution, cuprous means plus 1, Cu plus 1. Cupric means Cu plus 2. So in this cupric salt, copper is in plus 2 state. So to deposit cupric salt, 1 mole of cupric salt requires 2 moles of electrons to get deposited. And in our question, they are saying that 2 Faradays of current is possible. 2 Faradays of current is possible. Basically, 1 mole of electrons charge is equal to 1 Faraday. Okay? So here for 1 mole of cupric I total charge required to deposit a cupric salt solution. Okay, so that is 2 Faradays. No, 2 Faradays they are passing, and they are asking the weight of the copper that will get deposited by passing 2 Faradays. Okay, so for cupric salt 2 Faradays current is required. You know that 1 mole of any substance can be deposited by 1 Faraday. 1 Faraday can deposit 1 mole of substance. 1 mole of copper weight is 63.5. 63.5. Since you are passing 2 Faradays, then you will get 2 moles. Okay? Sorry. According to the concept, 1 mole of Cu plus 2 ions requires 2 Faradays. Okay? So that means 1 Faraday of current, 1 Faraday of current can deposit 63.5 grams, 63.5 grams of the substance. Okay, so by passing 2 Faradays of electricity, how much amount of the cupric is deposited? Okay, so just directly I am saying this. Cu plus 2 ions require how much charge? 2 moles of electrons. 2 moles of electrons is nothing but 2 Faradays. In the question also they are given 2 Faradays. That means if you are passing 2 Faradays current, how many moles of copper is deposited? Cupric ions is getting deposited 1 mole. 1 mole cupric ion or 1 mole copper deposited weight is 63.5 grams. 63.5 grams is the answer. Okay. So just the thing is here cupric salt is given. Cupric salt means copper is in +2 state. Copper +2 requires 2 electrons to get deposited. 2 electrons for 1 mole combination it will be 2 moles combination. So 2 moles means 2 Faradays. In the question also they are saying 2 Faradays. So for 2 Faradays how many moles of copper deposited? 1 mole. 1 mole copper weight is how much? 63.5. Okay. So that is answer is A. 63.5 grams. Next. How many coulombs of electricity are consumed when 100 milliamperes current is passed through silver nitrate solution for half an hour during electrolysis? Now they want electricity. Now you know that charge is equal to I into T. Charge is equal to I into T. Now they are saying that how many coulombs of electricity are consumed when 100 milliamperes current is passed through silver nitrate solution for half an hour. They are saying that current passed is 100 milliamperes. Okay, current is 100 milliamperes. Time is half an hour. Time is half an hour. 100 milliamperes passing for half an hour. So what will be the current or the charge they are asking? Okay. So for charge to find out, Q will be equal to I into T. If Q is equal to I into T, then I is given in 100 milliamperes. But you converted that to amperes. You need to convert to amperes because ampere into second will be equal to coulomb. So that means 100 into 10 raised to minus 3 into half an hour should be converted to seconds. So half an hour into seconds means 30 minutes into 60 seconds. 30 minutes into 60 seconds. Okay. So that means here it will be this 100 and this 10 power 2, 10 power minus 2 gets cancelled, means 10 power minus 1 remain. So I can write like this, 30 into 60 divided by 10. So this 10 and 1 I can cancel this, then it will be 30 into 6, that means it will be 180 coulombs. So the answer is 180. So first thing is they are given current in milliamperes, time in half an hour, and they want the total charge in coulombs. If you want the charge in coulombs, you need to substitute current in amperes, time in seconds, because ampere second is coulomb, 1 coulomb. So charge is equal to 100 into milliamperes converted to amperes with 10 raised to minus 3 multiplication. Half an hour converted to seconds means 30 minutes into 60 seconds. So the total calculation comes to be 180 coulombs. Next. The amount of electricity required to deposit 0.9 grams of aluminium in the reaction Al plus 3 plus 3 electrons gives rise to Al. The reaction is Al plus 3 plus 3 electrons gives rise to Al. Okay? Now, according to the reaction, 3 moles of electrons or 3 Faradays is required to deposit 27 grams. Atomic weight of aluminum is 27 grams according to the given equation. 3 Faradays for 27 grams. 3 Faradays means 3 into 96,500 coulombs. Right or not? Yes. 3 into 96,500 coulombs charge is required for deposition of 27 grams of aluminium, but our question is asking 0.9 grams of aluminium. So 0.9 grams of aluminium, 0.9 grams of aluminium requires how much charge? So I can write this: x is equal to cross multiplication 3 into 96,500 into 0.9 divided by 27. Okay, so this is the calculation we need to do in this case. So 3 into 96,500 into 0.9 by 27. Okay, so if I do this problem, then it is 3 into, for simplification I am writing, 96,500 into 9 into 10 raised to minus 1 I can write 0.9 just for simple calculation. Okay. Now that means I can write this one as 9 into 3. Okay. So 3 nines is 27 now. So 27 is in the numerator, 27 is also denominator. That means I can cancel this total term. So what is remaining? 96,500 into 10 raised to minus 1. Means how much? 9,650 coulombs will be there. This can be written as how much? It can be written as 9.6 into 10 raised to 9.6 into 10 raised to 1, 2, 3 coulombs. Okay, 9.6 into or 9.65 into 10 raised to 3 coulombs. Okay, so that answer is A, 9.65 into 10 raised to 3 coulombs. Okay, so 3 nines 27 and 27 cancel. 96,500 into 10 raised to minus 1 means 9,650. 9,650 can be written as 9.65 into 10 raised to 3 coulombs. So that is option 1. Next question. How much quantity of electricity has to be passed through 200 ml of 0.5 molar copper sulfate solution to completely deposit copper? Okay. Now, we first let us see how much copper is there in 200 ml of 0.5 molar copper sulfate. First, we need to know the moles, then we can easily calculate the answer. Okay. So given volume molarity is 0.5. 0.5. Okay. Now that means number of moles can be calculated from the formula m is equal to n into 1000 by v in ml, right or not, according to molarity. That means from this n will be equal to m into v in ml by 1000 now. Yes. Now number of moles of copper is equal to 0.5 into 200 ml by 1000. Now that means this 2 zeros I can cancel here, these 2 zeros. Okay. So this is 5 into, I write like this, 5 into 10 raised to minus 1 into, or else what is, you can directly take this one, 0.5 into 2, 1, that means 1 by 10. 1 by 10 is nothing but how many moles, sir? 0.1 moles. So number of moles in 200 ml of 0.5 molar copper sulfate is 0.1 moles. Okay. Now that means here, this is copper sulfate solution. So 1 mole of Cu plus 2 ions require 2 moles of electrons to deposit copper. 1 mole of copper. Okay. 2 moles of electrons means 2 faradays. 2 faradays means 2 into 96,500 coulombs. So that means 1 mole of copper deposition, 1 mole of Cu plus 2 ions deposition requires 2 into 96,500 coulombs. Okay. And in our question we got 0.1 mole. So 0.1 mole of 1 mole of Cu plus 2 requires how many coulombs? Then this will be equal to 0.1 into 2 into 96,500 coulombs. Okay. That means here I can say it can be written as 0.1 means 1 by 10. So that means 2 into 9650 I can write, because 1 by 10 it can be written as 0 can cancel. So 9650 remains. So 2 into 9650 means how much it will be? So 2 5s it is 10, it is 0 then 2 6 it is 12, so 13, then 2 9s 18, so 19. So 19300 coulombs of current is required. 19300 can be written as 1.93 into 10 raised to 4 coulombs, because they 1 2 3 4, so 10 raised to 4 coulombs. So what is the answer for this now? 1.93 into 10 raised to 4 coulombs. That is the answer. Okay. So thank you for now. We continue this.